You see, Mercédès, said the young man, here's Easter come around again. Tell me, is this the moment for a wedding? I have answered you 100 times, Fernand, and you really must be very stupid to ask me again. Well, repeat it, I beg you, that I may at last believe it. Tell me for the 100th time that you refuse my love, which had your mother's sanction. Make me understand once and for all that you're trifling with my happiness, that my life or death are nothing to you. Ah, to have dreamed for 10 years of being your husband, Mercédès, and to lose that hope which was the only stay of my existence. At least it was not I who ever encouraged you in that hope, Fernand, replied Mercédès. You cannot reproach me with the slightest coquetry. I have always said to you, I love you as a brother, but do not ask for me more than sisterly affection, for my heart is another's. Is this not true, Fernand? Yes, that is very true, Mercédès, replied the young man. Yes, you have been cruelly frank with me. But do you forget that it is among the Catalans a sacred law to intermarry? Ooh, boy, do we have a clinger on our hands. How sad is it that 210 years later and so many men still don't know when to take no for an answer? Fernand, we're learning here, is the gentleman at the table who is eyeballing Mercédès in the last episode. Yeah, he's guilting her, making her repeat herself. Let's just say it. He's bullying her. I mean, we've seen it 100 times, right? I mean, as if the length of his desire, the length of time that he's desired her is her problem, Fernand. Just because you hold a flame for someone that long doesn't mean you're entitled to anything. I believe the kids call this a simp. Though, aren't simps more like people who would do anything for the person they like in hopes that someday something might happen? Like, is there a variation on simp that encompasses holding out hope, but also holding that hope against the person they're crushing on? I don't know. I'm old. I'm just asking questions here. Last time we talked a little bit about Catalan culture, and here, that very last line of dialogue, he's trying to put pressure on her about her heritage and her culture. Like, if you marry this dude, you're not only betraying who you are, you're betraying us all. And that's disgusting. I already do not like this Fernand guy. However, I love this line. From Mercédès. I've answered you 100 times, Fernand, and you really must be very stupid to ask me again. Good for you, Mercédès. You won my heart immediately. Tell this motherfucker what is up. I can't wait to see her put him in his place even more as we continue through this exchange in tomorrow's episode. I will see y'all then for the Count of Monte Cristo, Chapter 3. Okay, bye. The Countdown of Monte Cristo is part of the Gruntwork Podcast Network. This show is produced, edited, and hosted by Landon Solano. The original text of The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas. Theme song by Magic Solo. If you want to support the show and others like it, visit patreon.com/gruntworkpod. Thank you for listening. See you tomorrow.